Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, where today you can see we have the SH Figure Arts Goku. And this is actually how he comes straight out of the package, in this pose actually, waving and everything. Let me just show that off because I really like the pose he has in the package. I must grab it. And you can kind of see, you know, that's the pose that he looks like when he's in the package. I just like the way they had him posed. I don't know. And I've already been playing with this guy, so I already had him opened up. And this is a bit of a surprise for me, too, because my cousin actually picked this up for me. He got it for me at Walmart. And I was shocked to see him at Walmart, and I was even more shocked to actually pick him up. And so, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, first, let's take a look at I just want to show off the packaging, because, I don't know, I like these compact SH Figure Arts packagings. The way they package their anime figures, well, some of them. You see Naruto also has basically the same size box. Also the same like insert on the inside. Naruto and Luffy and Goku, they all have about the same size. And then Zoro has a thicker one, but I don't want to pull Zoro's out. I just want to kind of, I like these as opposed to the other import boxes. The compact ones are nice. Of course, they come with less accessories, so that's probably why they're so much smaller, but some of them come with a good amount. So this is Goku, and, you know, I've wanted this guy for a while, but I can't lie, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan. You can see Storm off in the distance. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan. I did grow up on it, and I do like it. It has a special place in my heart, but I think people overhype it a little bit, and that's no shade to Mr. Toriyama. He is a talented man. I like Sandland a lot, and like I said, I do like Dragon Ball. GT, Super, Z, whatever have you, I like them all. So that's no shade to him. I'm just saying it's not my favorite anime, but I did grow up on this and Bleach, and Naruto. Not One Piece. Sadly, not One Piece. But I am a younger guy, so of course I grew up on newer anime as well. Kinda. But, yeah, this is Goku. This is Son Goku. I believe that's what it says on the box. Yes, Son Goku. This is a Saiyan Raised on Earth edition. But I just wanted to quickly look at all the product shots and everything. Just, you know, got the authentication stuff. And yeah, that's the last we'll look at the box. So, this guy's really fun to play with. I really like him. And I love this face that he has on straight out of the package, because that's just Goku, man. Like, yeah, all the Super Saiyan versions are cool, but this is Goku. This is the Goku you think of when you think of Goku. For me, it's this Goku and then Kid Goku. I loved the original Dragon Ball. That's my favorite version of Goku, probably, is Kid Goku, where he's riding around on his little cloud, and he's got the tail, and I just love it. I just love it. This is what he looks like, and, you know, he's got nice shading in some of the recesses of the wrinkles. You know, of course, you got the blue, you got the skin showing, you got his crazy-ass hair, and yeah. Dragon Ball Z is pretty important to a lot of fans of anime and to a lot of fans of fiction, really. It had a huge impact on the landscape of a lot of fiction. So that I cannot understate enough how important this show was to a lot of people and still is to a lot of people. I mean, this guy's in Fortnite, for crying out loud. He's pretty fucking popular. And he's just a wholesome, cool dude. I always love the fact that he trains to get stronger because he wants to be stronger. He just likes to be stronger. It's not for any, you know, edgy Attack on Titan reasons or anything like that. It's just because just likes to be strong, and I think that's really cool. And I love Goku. And he's not my favorite protagonist or anything, but he's up there. He's definitely in top 10, if not top 5. He's not my favorite character from Dragon Ball Z, even. My favorite character is Piccolo. I love Piccolo. And then, obviously, everyone loves Vegeta. there's just so many characters from this, and this is more than a review of the figure. This is more just me kind of gushing about, you know, how important Dragon Ball Z is to a lot of people, and how important Akira's, you know, his vision was to a lot of people. I remember growing up on this. I'm going to keep probably repeating myself, but me and my cousin would just sit around and watch Dragon Ball Z and just sit in Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, you know. I would watch Bleach on my own. I don't think I ever watched Bleach with him, but Bleach was when you knew. Adult Swim was getting a little late. That's how I watched it, was on Adult Swim. But yeah, this is just a very important figure, and I'm glad to have him in the collection. Like, I want to have the main character and then my favorite characters from every anime that I watch. So like, I want to have Ichigo from Bleach. I'll pick him up eventually. I already have Chainsaw Man. I already have Naruto. I already have Luffy. I have who else do I have? Tanjiro. But I also want to complete teams. Like, I want Team 7, even though I don't like Sasuke or Sakura, and I barely like Naruto half the time, at least in the original. I only like Kakashi from that original Team 7 lineup. But, you know, I just want to have figures of characters I love. Obviously, that's what we do as figure collectors. We buy characters we love. And low-key, I even buy characters I don't love so much, just to fill out teams sometimes. But I haven't bought that many characters I don't love yet. I mean, Jean Grey, but even she's important. So yeah, this guy's awesome. Okay, sorry, I had to stop the recording real quick because my cousin was knocking on my door. Where was I? Gushing about Goku, kind of shitting on Jean Grey for no real reason. This is just a fun figure. Yeah, let's get back to it. I plan on picking up the Piccolo from the same line, at least in the, maybe at least one rendition of Piccolo. Vegeta, I want to find a good Vegeta. Trunks. And then that might be it. I mean, I like a lot of the other characters, but I don't need them on my shelf. Probably a Saiyan Goku, obviously, but that's a given. Frieza, Cell. But those are probably about it. I don't really need a Bulma or Android 17 or anything like that. But who knows? If I pick up one for a good price, maybe. This guy also retails for about $34.99. You can still pick this guy up on Big Bad Toy Store, which is where I was eyeing him before I saw him at Walmart. And he is the same price there. And my Walmart actually had a lot of cool anime figures. It had the anime heroes, which are iffy, but I probably will pick up a bunch of them because that's the only way I'm going to get a bunch of the Straw Hats. I don't know if SH Figure Arts is going to get around to, you know, Brooke or Frankie or hell, even Usopp. I mean, we're getting a Nami finally, and then hopefully we'll get... I want a Robin more than anything because there's no Robin in 6-inch scale. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. Now let's just look over this guy's look. Obviously, you know, he doesn't have a lot of paint, but the paint he does have is nice. Like, you have the symbol on both sides. You got it smaller there, bigger on the back. Obviously, iconic Goku imagery. You've got I think that's the yellow part of his, like, boot things, or, like, I think those are painted, and the red, like, lace is definitely painted, because you can see a little paint bleed right there. So, but overall, he looks nice. And then the face paint, they always look nice. You can see just how cool that looks. So, we'll look over his articulation next. So, for head articulation, he can look up to there. That's with using the neck and the head. And be careful, the head will pop off sometimes. And this is actually a good time to see how that works. It's just like the same as the wrist joints they use, which is... It works, but it can pop off, and it's a little hindered sometimes, you know. You're not going to get those great looking up poses, but, like, you're not going to get him Superman looking up or anything. But you can get him pretty good, I'd say. Let me just get his head back on. Likes to pop off. And then, you know, you got the head tilt. It's not a lot, but, you know, I would like more for, especially for Goku. But I'm not going to complain and be a crybaby about it because this is not that expensive of a figure. It's almost $40, so it's kind of expensive, but at least it's not like, you know, Chainsaw Man expensive was. And then for the arms, he can go out to there, but, you know, you can obviously manipulate it and do that, and then slide that around, you know, do what you need to do. These are actually pinned into the bicep. Well, not the bicep, the shoulder, actually, more like, where is it pinned in at? Because I remember it is pinned in. Yeah, it's pinned into the back. So, kind of the Marvel Legends Wolverine shoulder pads approach. Like, if you look at this guy right here, I just knocked over my ice, man. This guy has, like, the same type of setup where these actually just pin right in directly to the shoulders, which I like because you can actually swap out the shoulder pads and make them look, you know, like I did with him. I had blue ones instead of black ones. But yeah, it's like the same type of setup. So, and then you have, you know, double bicep, like double elbow. He can get in that much because he's a muscly guy. It's hard to get past that. You got the bicep swivel. You got the hinge and swivel at the wrist. The waist joint is pretty good, actually. I mean, it's not as much as you're going to get with Naruto, but it's close. It's not even as much as you're going to get with Luffy, shockingly enough. For all the shortcomings this figure has, he has good articulation in the joint, or in the waist. And then you can actually swivel, obviously. You can bend back that far. Yeah. This is actually articulated as well. And then his legs can kick out that far. Kick forward that far. Kick back that far, which I love. You got an actual swivel there. Double jointed knee, which gets a good range because it's actually hollowed out back here, which is not pretty, but I'm not a crybaby. It's an action figure, so just get over it is what I always say. But I get it. It's a little ugly, but I mean, I'd rather have good articulation than, once again, Luffy articulation. So I'm glad that Goku gets good articulation there. And then you got the foot. You know, he's got good articulation. And then you got the toe joint, actually. And be careful with these. I actually popped this foot out and thought I broke it. And it scared me. So, okay. Next he also comes with a bunch of accessories. So, we'll start out with the faces. So, number one, he has the kind of pissed off, annoyed face, like, you fucked with my friend's face, or stop being an asshole face. And then he has a looking off to the side, you're an asshole face. I don't like that it's looking off to the side. It's the only one that does that, and it's a different expression, so it sucks. And then you got the real pissed off face, and it's once again looking forward. And to take these off, or put these on, you actually just take the hair off right there. It's the same setup they have. Be careful with the hair. The first time you do it, you might want to hit it with a hairdryer or something to loosen it up a little bit, because I was scared of breaking this. And then for hands, you get a fist on this side, and then a fist on the other side. You get this waving hand that I've showed off. You only get one of these. And then you get the grabby hands, you know. The I'm gonna slam your face into the ground Vegeta hands. You get the more clawed hands. You can use these for whatever. And then you get the like fusion dance hands. I think these are meant to be fusion. I forget. They do both pointer fingers, right? I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z in a very long time, but I think that's how they do it. So yeah. Next, we're gonna get into size comparisons. I do wish he came with a more cheery-eyed, you know, face, like more Luffy's iconic smile face, because Goku does that a lot too. Puts his hand behind his head and does like the, you know, the dopey anime guy smile. I wish he came with one of those, but this will probably be the one I use the most. And then for size comparisons, we got a couple other anime protagonists. Alright, got Luffy, and then you got Naruto, all from the same company. And this works well for me because Luffy and Goku are actually, I think, supposed to be the same size, allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly so anime fans don't get on me, but... And then Naruto, I'm not so sure. I think this is Teen Naruto, so I'm going to say they're all about the same size. And then next, we are going to go the other two anime protagonists that I have. I have the Figma Denji Chainsaw Man and the Figma Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. And yes, they are using stands, but I have them stood up as much as possible. Because Tanjiro, half the time, doesn't want to stand by himself. Denji does, but I just didn't want to really take the stand off. And then I don't have a Superman to compare him to. When I buy that Mezco Superman, I will definitely compare him to him. But I don't really have a Superman right now. I would have loved to compare a Superman to him. But I will go a Marvel Legends X-Men VHS series Wolverine. And yeah, I have a Batman head on him to make like I was doing like an old man Logan shot. And yeah, Goku short. You know, comparing him to Marvel Legends, Goku's definitely short, but they're different lines, so you can't really complain. I guess let me compare him to a Mezco. I got a Mezco Cyclops, and at least Cyclops is taller than him. And we'll do a Mafex Spider-Man. Yeah, and at least Spider-Man's taller than him too. I'm gonna make these two be best friends. Maybe not in this suit, but you know, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man and Goku and Luffy and Nightwing would be the most goatedest team of all time, and they would all get along pretty well. Especially Luffy and Goku. They've actually had an anime crossover. It was a filler episode, but it was still pretty cool. So, yeah, this is a very good figure, and I'm glad to have him in my collection. Makes me want to pick up a Piccolo and a Vegeta, Cell, Frieza, you know, all of them. Yeah, this is a really cool figure to have. I recommend him. He's definitely a good 8.5 out of 10. You know, but it being Goku kind of hops it up to a 9 for me. Let me just show off, you know, what he looks like with another face on. We'll do the more annoyed Goku face. Oh, yeah. See, he just looks so good. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Akira Toriyama for all of the happy memories he gave to us and inspired some of my favorite anime. I mean, half, if not all the anime I love wouldn't be around without Dragon Ball, you know. So, it's really cool what he did for the world, and rest in peace to him. This is a little bit of a late video because I plan on picking this figure up actually a couple months ago. Actually, before Mr. Toriyama passed, I plan on picking this guy up, but I just kept forgetting. And then I would buy different anime figures, and I'd be like, oh, I'll get Goku later, or whatever. So, probably shouldn't hold off on this figure if you're planning on picking him up, because I'm sure once he goes out of sale, or goes out of stock, people will probably scalp him out the ass. So if you can find a good deal on him, I really do recommend him. Especially, I mean, even just base price, this is a good figure, you know. It's a better value, in my opinion, than the Figma Tanjiro and even the Figma Chainsaw Man. For all I love this guy, you know, it's a better value. You don't get as much, but you definitely get better articulation for the most part, and a better look, a better feel. So, he's really cool. I hope they do start doing more releases like this, like remakes, not reissues. Because the original Goku figure they did, he was really yellow. I really like that figure, and I do want that figure. Probably one day I might try to pick him up. But I want them to like do reissues of the original look for Vegeta and Cell and everybody like that, because those are my favorite looks. That's the looks I grew up on. So thanks for watching, guys, and let me know your favorite moments from Dragon Ball Z if you're watching this video. You know, there's a lot of good moments in that show. And the manga, obviously the manga is amazing too. It's just the same. It's not the same, but you know what I mean. It's more good, you know. It's like watching X-Men 97 and then reading a Jim Lee comic. They're not the same, but it's the same vibe, and they're both just more goodness. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around. Bye.